Everything. Everything is broken, and I don't know what to do, team. We are doomed. Oh my gosh. Hey there, boys, girls, and squirrels. My name is Modstab. Welcome back to InfraSpace, where you just saw the panic. You heard the panic in my voice. What are we supposed to do? They just had the traffic update, which to my knowledge wasn't supposed to change everything this much. Look at these. Road is colliding with something. Why? Did they change the hitboxes of everything? Team! And look at this! They removed all of our stadiums and all of our parks. Oh, and they don't even... Do they... Can I even... Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I think we're gonna have to start over. Nothing is cooperating. Okay, maybe we just uncheck the grid? No grid? Maybe we just check no grid and it snaps to what we've already created. I can't place them. I spent all of this time making this happen, and I think we might have to start completely over. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. After a hell of a lot of fidgeting, I think we legitimately have to destroy everything, because I can't possibly go through and redo every single one of these roads without deleting buildings. Like, there's some buildings I already had to delete just to fix this small amount of things that are happening here. So, off to the races, team. Let's start the process. And here, the sadness truly sets in, team. As I was deleting this, there was a literal overwhelming sadness and despair that overcame me, because I miss that city so much. But we had to delete half of everything anyways in order for the roads that we had set up to work. My guess is that when they added the snap to grid system, what I built wasn't aligned with the grid, and nothing was formatting properly, and I spent an hour trying to just meticulously use the move feature and slide things around, and it was just going to take too long. So we went full send, team. The only exception I kept was the power infrastructure, because when we get some more jobs and some more citizens, we will rebuild. We will rebuild. Real quick, one thing that does make me really, really happy about this update is I think no matter what road you build, it takes one section of grid. So it's going to be incredibly easy for us to fabricate and kind of set up what we want our city to look like, because then we never have to worry about conflicting grids. So in the light of the sadness and despair that just took place, there is a glimmer of hope, and it is the fact that these buildings and these grids, they work wonderful, and it's amazing. And I'm going to hold hope that it's going to be a good time, and we're just going to have a lot of fun. All right, now back to the mission at hand. Another cool feature, it looks like they adjusted it so that we can build highways over the houses, so we can make more efficient little flowways and speedways and all that kind of stuff. And we're running out of concrete very quickly, which means I'm gonna need to open up my production very quickly, which means we may just have to settle for what is here. Very cool. Future Modstab here. Not quite. As soon as your buildings turn into skyscrapers, you are doomed, and you should probably not do what I am talking about now. However, you can build them over the roadways. Maybe I mentioned this later. I don't know. But it's important, so I'm talking about it now. All right. Well, we do have enough houses. We do got enough of that. So let's go ahead and work on our concrete factory production. Let's get to it, y'all. All right. Basic resources should be taken care of. We have our concrete production going. And I noticed that when we click on these things, they have like, some of the buildings have characters, and I forgot that they were introducing like character design into this game, and that is so freaking fun. It looks like each building has its own specific look. That's so nice. Either way, we got a lot of work to do to catch back up. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward until we fill this section of workers, and we're just going to kind of progress through the system, showing you guys some really interesting things on the way. And one of my favorite things that I decided to do was bring this, okay, let's make it rounded, just like the other one, is bring in these kind of resources into our one-way super speedy boy. And then we're going to have all these resources isolated in their own section and be able to transport into the city when need be. And we'll have kind of cubes, little production cubes. It'll be fun. Either way, we'll see you guys after we hopefully don't kill everybody. Not enough workers. I understand, but we need the people to migrate in, and we forgot the power. For future reference, anybody who has to start their city over, I found out that a best practice is getting these guys maxed out on their resources as soon as possible. So even if you have the resources to just keep plippity-plopping these mother flowers all day, you should make sure that you build your workforce up while you do it. And that is exactly what we're going to be doing today, y'all. But the nice thing is, it doesn't appear that the parks or stadiums require anybody to man them. So they just get to stay there and hang out and have a good old dandy time. And you know what? That's the life that I like to live. And so without further ado, I'm going to shut up. I just thought that was a fair little point to share for anybody who might be experiencing something very similar to what I am. Also an interesting fact, I don't remember if I shared this one with you, but these hyper roads, these wing wongets, whatever you want to call them, they can be built over top of everything, provided they are already built. And what I mean by that is you can see right here, those houses, when they were built first, didn't have any issues. But if I try to plop a house down right here, it won't work. It just won't work. And so hopefully that doesn't become an issue in a further update. A guy can dream. But for now, we're just going to let it be what it's going to be. And then we're going to make sure that everything from here on out is just going to fall on where these roads are. Because if we build the tall guys first and we build the underneath road, then it won't be an issue, I don't think, at all. Because we can build these roads underneath. So I'll show you guys. We can build these roads underneath, and it isn't a problem. It doesn't require an issue. So I'm thinking that that might be what we decide to do next to Reno's. And this looks way more organized than the last time we did this, but we got it in the same locale. So you guys saw that when I was just spam clicking everything, granted we had a lot more housing, so maybe that'll change, but we had like freaking 50 of these things. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. We had like 50 of these freaking things, and it was spattered all over the place, and it wasn't very efficient. But now we have a system. We have a system in place, and I still would like to introduce some of the cool shapes, but with more strategy involved. So maybe, you know, we do 3 rows this way, and then as we expand, we can do vertical rows instead of horizontal. But for now, this looks really nice, and we can branch off of this and add anything we want. It's gonna be so good, team. It's gonna be so freaking good. I'm excited for it. Now we just gotta wait for these guys to upgrade so we can catch back up to where we were. And I'll talk to you guys when we make a little bit more progress. And yet again, we have hit a milestone that we've already hit before. But it's okay, team, because we're gonna keep chugging away, you know? And it's kind of looking nice. All things considered, I think I like the layout that we are currently creating infinitely more than the last one we had, because it's less chaotic, and you can put these guys on like little bump caps, and it really, if you focus on the efficiency meter in this game, you can make some really beautiful, really well put together cities that actually look rather nice. And with these multiple lanes of traffic that we've been able to really utilize, it's a boot scooting boogieing along. It's real nice because we have 3 different sets of ore coming down this single highway lane. And aluminum really isn't as popular as I thought it was gonna be, but we need it for these guys. Maybe once we start getting these blue chips going, everything will work out in favor here. We are running a little short on sand, so what I'm thinking we'll do is just to get some sand in here, we'll probably, let's go ahead and put them on the 45 grid and just throw a couple just like this. Yeah, let's go ahead and just do them like that. There we go. Because we have the aluminum coming down this way, and so we can have the sand and iron coming down here. So I don't think that'll be a problem. Look at us go. And now, we just gotta wait for more upgrades. We got upgrades moving in. We got things happening. We're moving. We're grooving. We're having a glorious time. So now, we need to do good meal and a home robot. And for obvious reasons, we have an infrastructure for food. So why don't we go ahead and start with that? As always, it is much more of a disaster than we ever think it is. There is a lot of food that we gotta feed these peoples. They're hungry boys. And we gotta sustain them because we need a workforce to be glorious. However, that's gonna do it for this project, so let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And we did it. Once again, this home robot factory just blows my mind. This is all we need. And now all we have to do is go ahead and do the production of the motors, but pretty much everything else is ready to go. So I guess we'll see when we finish that project. In theory, we have done it. And we have modified it significantly from the last time we did it, because we have the robotics factory over here and the steel factory over here. And things were kind of a disaster, I'm not going to lie to you guys. However, we have just a little bit more steel than what we are required for the robotics factory. And we have a decent chunk of extra robotics or the motors, excuse me, than what we need. Wrong button, y'all, wrong button. So, all we gotta do is get these guys online, and that's just a matter of waiting. I think we can click on these guys over here. Let's wait, get them, snatch them. And we hyper speed, and we watch them. Look at them zip around this. It's gonna be insane. Look at how fast they go, boys. And then it's just going to be right off to the races. We may actually eventually do a little off-ramp here, because I know we're going to have to expand just a touch farther. So having an off-ramp on this side, maybe over to a section here, and then off to the races will be a good idea. But for now, that's going to do the trick, and that'll get us our home robots to essentially get us back to ground zero where we started off last time. I'm going to keep monitoring our production to make sure our timing and everything works good. And we'll see you guys when we get back. And we're here, team. I'm not going to lie. This is very rapidly getting out of hand. And I really don't know what I'm going to do. But we're here. And, I mean, we got a super highways. We got junctions. We got stuff carrying things all over the place. And this is becoming a disaster. Look at the traffic. Look at this freaking traffic. I'm wondering... Is there... maybe if I put you back here? Maybe if I put something back here? And then have it go over the top? And then... highway on down? I don't know. We're just gonna see if things work. If they don't, they don't. It is what it is. But as we continue to build things, we continue to get ourselves in a position where, it ain't working. It ain't working very well, team. It just is not working very well. But we are making progress. So, I mean, it is what it is. Look at our production. We're so close on everything, but there's so much that needs to be done. But that's okay, because we got back to exactly where we were before this video started. But it is with the features of the new update. So what I did do, and we're going to walk you through this, is obviously we have everything set up for energy. We have it set up for all the parks and all that good happy stuffs. That is an incorrect statement, my friends. I have failed us all, and in order to make up for that, we're just going to do this real quick right here. Nobody mind me. It's okay. We're just going to put a stadium. It's going to be a glorious stadium. No, it's too big. Okay. Stadium. Yeah, let's put it here. It is good enough. Okay, so we got the parks and stuff. Everybody should be good. Stadiums, everybody should be good. Those guys will be covered here in just a second when this guy inevitably... really? One house? You're gonna do this to me? One house? But it does have a road, so we're kosher. And, hoofta. Okay, so everything's set up for power. Everything's got all its juicy playthings. We got the food for days. We got the concrete for days. We got the steel. Why? Why do you do this to me, game? You knew what I wanted, and you refused to do it. And we got the steel for days. And we got the sand for days. And we got the computers for days. So what I did do that's different from the last episode is we have most of our computer production over here. But on this side, we have a small little factory for personal robots. And I'm thinking what I might want to do here is actually take this and just run it straight into the city. Straight into the city. Because hopefully that'll solve this. Because what the frick? Okay, we're losing our minds. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. The only thing consistent for us is our nuclear power. We have our small little science section. My thought process was it chains in from one to the next until we get red. And then we're at the end. And nothing should be stuck in this at all. That being said, everything does technically have to go through here. So maybe that's actually our problem. We're ruining absolutely everything by making it all go there with no other alternative routes. Oh my lordy Lou. No, we have alternative routes. What the frick? What is everything doing? Why is everything gotta be so difficult? What is getting clogged up? What are you? Oh my, okay, we'll deal with this later, team. It is what it is. We're caught up to the update. We've rebuilt from the ground zero, and it's taken me way too freaking long to do it. And so I'm just gonna get the frick out of here before things get too far out of hand. But that's gonna do it for today's episode. Remember, liking, comment, subscribe, great rules for you guys. Get in touch with me. Let me know what you liked it, like what you want to see next. Without further ado, I'm gonna share my fiddle little cake home. But remember, I love you guys. We will see you next time. Toodles! Whoopsh.